Wow, what a beautiful morning. Beautiful night. This has been one of my best watches so far. With a half moon, brilliant clear skies, moon reflecting off the ocean last night, and all sorts of beautiful flashes of lightning, beautiful sunrise, beautiful rainbow. The last 12 hours have to be some of the prettiest sights I've seen on the water almost my entire life. And then we got a beautiful sunrise, and then a rainbow over the entire boat, and then of course more lightning right now. It's just incredible. Well, our wind vane is broken. We're motoring in or sailing into a storm right now, and ducking it gusts of 25 to 30, or at least I'm just guessing. So that was a first. I just went up the mast in the middle of the Atlantic. All right, we're at the top going down. All right, let's go down nice and slow. Holy shit.
He's down.
I'm off, I'm down.
Down.
That was fun. Yeah, I had to go up there and replace the lazy jack lines so that we could hoist the mainsail again. We had some problems with the reef line breaking, which also broke the lazy jacks on the port side. So I had to go up the mast. And that was really exciting, exhilarating, a little scary, but also a pretty cool experience. All right, going out. And now we are just continuing to thread the needle here. We've got tropical storms and hurricanes north of us, west of us, southeast of us. We are about a week or so out from Bermuda, and our plan is just to try to get there as fast as we can. All the weather models are showing that if we can just basically take the rum line and just get there as fast as possible, we should be safe, although Bermuda may be destroyed by the time we get there from Hurricane Earl. Meow. So if I haven't pointed this out already, we're pretty sure what happened with our portside engine malfunction was basically it got wet. The controllers got wet, engine ignition and throttle system got wet. That's the only thing we can figure out, because everything else we did, it didn't work. And then it didn't rain for 3 or 4 days and it worked again. And we're like, this is a brand new boat. What's going on? So we've taped everything up and did our best to secure it and hope that nothing gets wet again, and then we can actually motor the rest of the way. Fingers crossed. But we are about 7 days from Bermuda now, getting close, in the last stretch. Cold beers are waiting. Dolphins! Hey guys! Hey, dolphins! Who doesn't love a dolphin sunset, huh? Well, good morning. It's another beautiful sunrise here on the boat. We've got about 1,000 miles left. Yes, yes, yes. I'll be certainly ready to get off the boat. 18, 19, 21, about 21 days, which is the longest I've ever been on a boat. And I will be very ready to get off. The days are going by faster and faster though. We're in a really good routine. Yeah, hopefully these last 6 days will pass really quickly.
Jesse accuses Heaven McCullough of trying to pressure him to take a plea.
Well, looks like we have yet another problem with the boat. What? The batteries are boiling, warping, and overheating. They look like they're definitely not in good condition. The sensor says at 49 degrees Celsius. Luckily we have 6 new batteries on the boat. We're gonna try to replace them, but right now we have everything, the whole boat is turned off. We gave up on the replacing all the batteries. We have the batteries to replace them, but we don't have the tools. It's gonna be an absolute nightmare. We figured we'll just wait till we get to Bermuda, replace everything there, or have someone else replace it there. We should be there in less than a week, or about 7 days, which is good, because I'm really getting tired of being on the boat now. It's been 15 days. I've reached my limit, that's for sure. Hurricane Lloyd is sped up. It's going north-northeast at about 25 knots. So it should pass well in front of us and above us. Although in the horizon, I can see some pretty dark line of clouds. I don't know if that's the tail edge of Lloyd. I don't know. Otherwise, weather has been nice and pretty calm. So 1 more week and we're there. Please, Jesus. No, I guess it's not daylight. Pretty bright though. Well, the wind has steadily picked up all night. Starting on my shift, it was about 15-18 knots on the beam. Now it's been gusting up to 30. We're on the 3rd reef on the main, 2nd reef on the jib. We are sailing straight into a big lightning and thunderstorm, which is basically the tail end of Earl as it's moving north-northeast in front of us. It's been a pretty bumpy rock and rolling night. I'm looking forward to going back to bed. Alright, that's a proper gale blowing. We just had to climb up, drop the mainsail, secure everything down, bring in everything with the storm jibs, blowing 40, 45 knots, and lightning. Big lightning while I'm up on the top of the bimini trying to get back down, soaking wet, sliding on everything, and luckily I was clipped in, but exciting. We're still about 634 miles from Bermuda. We're having some pretty terrible weather that's not helping us get there. The wind is basically coming straight from the west at 15 knots, forcing us to basically go up and then tack to get back down. We had hoped to be in Bermuda by Tuesday or Wednesday, maybe Thursday or Friday. I think we're gonna be lucky if we can get there Saturday. Conditions are just not ideal. There's either a low or a high developing northwest of us. Weather predictions can't seem to figure out which one it is. Yeah, otherwise we are basically beating into wind and waves. We're heading about 340 degrees instead of 270, which we need to be to get to Bermuda. I'm a little upset, so I'm just kind of ready at this point to get off the boat. It's been 16 or 17 days. The longest I've ever spent on a boat, and it's starting to wear on me at this point. Damn it, we just saw some whales. Pilot whales? Captain says pilot whales. You land on the boat, it's okay. Nobody's gonna hurt you. Do you want to land? You're welcome to land. We'll allow it. We are finally going more west than north. It is Tuesday right now. I am hoping that we'll be there by Saturday. Probably more like Sunday. But unless we crank both motors up and do 8 knots. But these beers in Bermuda will be well deserved by the time we get there. What we were hoping to be 18 days is probably going to be 24 days now. Ugh. I just want this trip to be over. I want to drink some cold beer and play in the sand. It is Thursday, the 15th of September. It is the day that I had predicted we would actually arrive in Bermuda. Alas, we are less than 400 miles away. It's definitely been a really long trip, and certainly was expecting you know, 18 to 21 days at sea. Definitely cannot have enough podcasts, books, or downloaded videos. And if I do this again, I need to find more activities, whether it's games or editing or something. I need more stimulus. I would like to go swimming, get a raft, drag it behind the boat. I don't know. Can't wait to go for a walk, a run, a hike. But we're almost there. A few more days, we'll be there. So for the last hour there, we've been motor sailing at about 7.5 knots, maybe 2 hours. Really plugging away those miles and getting closer and closer to Bermuda until we saw a couple of water spouts forming on this squall line in front of us. We had to drop all the sails. However, we're still motor sailing at 6.5, but paying 7.5 knots. It just felt so good. Just we're almost there. We're getting there. But the water spouts are cool. Now we're almost through that squall line. We should be putting the sails back up and hopefully sailing through the night. There's a water spout right there for me. This is kind of creepy light. Well, you know, one of the most unique and interesting things about this ocean crossing is really just getting to enjoy the brilliance of the stars, constellations, planets. We've been out here for 3 weeks, and it just doesn't get old. It's such a cool thing to see, and something you don't really get to enjoy, you know, living in the cities with all the light pollution. This is one of the things I really will miss about this is getting to enjoy all this time staring at the night sky. We are 289 miles from Bermuda. We are hoping to be there by Sunday afternoon or Sunday evening, because apparently Bermuda has a holiday on Monday, and it would really suck if we got there on Monday and customs was closed and we couldn't check in, and we'd be stuck on the boat looking at Bermuda from the marina going, dang, a cold beer would be nice. You know, it's funny, this is what I imagined crossing the Atlantic in the middle of hurricane season would be like for the entire time. It's the last day of sailing. We're like 120 miles from Bermuda, and this is the worst weather we've had. But still kind of fun. At least it's not raining. Oh, I swear this boat's fucking cursed. We're like 80 miles away, and it's sunrise. We could be there in 12 hours. We just turn on both motors and went 7 knots. The rest of the crew is like, "Oh no, we'll just be there tomorrow morning. We'll just go slow and get there tomorrow morning." Dude, we've been at sea for 21 days. Let's get off the damn boat. And of course, yesterday, low develops. We get gale force warnings. The person's on our port bow. We gotta go down. We gotta go back up. The last 500 miles have just been fucking terrible. Jesus, I'm tired of being on this fucking boat. We are 20 miles away. We still can't see land, and we're averaging over 7 knots. So 3 hours tying up to a dock. I cannot wait. Orlando! What way to come into Bermuda. Or it could be an old residence of some sort. Woohoo! Well, good morning. We are here in Bermuda. We got in last night right before dark, checked into customs and immigration, but unfortunately we are stuck in quarantine. Boat is still tied up at the customs dock, and right now we have to wait for a appointment to get a COVID test. Once our COVID results are back, then we can apply for a travel authorization paperwork, which will then allow us to leave this little island that we're on, and then we can actually go and explore Bermuda. Unfortunately, today is a holiday. It's the Queen's death holiday. I don't know what holiday this is, but it's a holiday. Queen of England is dead. And so we don't anticipate all this process and paperwork stuff to actually clear until Tuesday. So we are stuck basically on the boat and on this little tiny island probably until Tuesday morning. So our quarantine consists of everything that's on this little island. I'm currently crossing the bridge illegally to come back to the island. So it's a little ridiculously stupid if you ask me. We're only allowed to stay on this island that you see behind me, which is about 100 square meters. This is our quarantine zone until we get our PCR test. However, we have to leave this quarantine zone to go get our PCR test, which means we've already broken quarantine. And then our boat is on the other side of this bridge, meaning if we want to get on and off the boat to get to the quarantine area, we have also violated quarantine. So it's just stupid as shit. But hey, I can't complain. At least we're off the boat and we're on land. And we got some cold beers last night, so win, win, win. All right, we're breaking quarantine to go get our PCR test. This makes a lot of sense. All right, travel authorization complete. We are quarantine free. Time to explore.
Coming up next, I rent a motorcycle and finally get to explore the beautiful island of Bermuda before having to prepare the boat for an oncoming and inevitable hurricane.
Thank you so much for sticking around to the end of this video. We really appreciate your time. If you like this video, please consider liking, subscribing, or commenting on this video so we can talk with you directly. These are fast, fun, and easy ways for you to follow our adventures. Thanks again, and we'll see you next week.